Friends, welcome to my YouTube channels. Myself is Dr. Ashok Kumar. My YouTube channel's name is Dr. AshokGMeengg Solutions. Today, in this introductions classes, I will discuss important and future-oriented topic that is called sustainable energy. So, sustainable energy, what is the word meaning? We should know. If meeting the present needs without compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs, that is supporting long-term economic growth for the cleaning, renewable and environment-friendly energy sources. So, for the survival, we need the energy sources. So, source of energy. Without first we understand this topic, we need this. What is the source of energy? There are two types of source of energy: conventional source of energy, non-conventional source of energy. So what is meaning of conventional source of energy? Conventional source of energy nothing but fossil fuel or crude oil, natural gases, diesel, petroleum, producer gases, wood, coal, petroleum and its derivative. So why this name is conventional? Why this name is non-conventional? Generally, crude oil and all, that also one process will be there. Fraction distillation. With this help of this fossil fuels we can generate. But for understanding how you can remember the conventional, non-conventional, conventional also known as non-renewable, non-conventional means renewable. Renewable meaning is we can generate again and again. Non-renewable means we cannot generate. So, but for the understanding, conventional meaning will take like this. Conventional means easily we can get. So, petrol, diesel, if you present situations you want, immediately you go and collect and utilize. But easily available, that you cannot say, because petrol, that fossil fuels, the crude oil also have some process. So that is called fraction distillation process. That way they are generating. But what is the beauty of this? We can store. Conventional energy we can store, but non-conventional energy we cannot store. So that's why this name is non-conventional. And non-conventional renewable sources of energy. Renewable means again and again we can generate. So in the sustainable energy, what we have to study? We have to study the renewable sources of energy. What are the renewable sources of energy? Like you can say solar, wind, hydropower, geothermal, wave energy, biomass. These are the renewable sources of energy. We can generate again and again. So, okay. So if you will know renewable sources like solar, wind energy, wave energy, geothermal energy, all those things are shaping the future power generation. So that meaning again I'll explain conventional and non-conventional. So conventional energy means non-renewable. We cannot generate again and again. So after a few decades, you will see the non-conventional sources of energy will get exhausted. So that time fully we have to depend on the conventional sources of energy. So like suppose solar energy. Solar energy means till world will be there, sunlight will be there. Sunlight will be there now, we can generate. So what is the key point I wrote here? For solar energy, heat energy from sun rays is used to generate the steam. So once you generate the steam, because solar radiations will utilize, that heat will utilize and heat the water, then will convert it into steam. That steam, how will generate the power? Because with the help of the steam will run that prime mover like turbine. So turbine will connect it to the generator, that way we can produce the power. Then hydropower, what is key point here? Potential energy of the water is utilized from the certain height to the turbine. So again here what we'll do, that kinetic energy we can utilize to run the turbine. Again turbines will run, the turbine will connect it to the generator, will generate the power. Wind energy. Here also kinetic energy of the high velocity of air. High velocity of air is used to generate the power. So wave and tide energy. Wave and tide energy, what is potential energy of the tide is used to generate the power. Now here ocean energy, thermal conversion. So that also we are utilizing for the, because seabed will be there, then upper layer of the water will get heated. That hot water will utilize to the evaporator. In evaporator we have ammonia, liquid ammonia. So liquid ammonia all knows, the boiling point will be very low. So with the heat of this water, ammonia liquid will convert it into ammonia vapor. Then ammonia vapor will utilize to run the turbine. So that way also we can generate the power. Now geothermal energy. Geothermal energy, what is? In volcano area, below the earth surface, almost 3000 or 4000 meter below, high steam, high energy steam, high heat energy steam will be there. So that steam we can, by the technique we can utilize, because we have to make one hole, then we'll insert the water, then that I told already inside temperature will be almost 2000 degrees Celsius. So we'll insert the water, then that hot water, hot steams will come out. That steam again will utilize to run the turbine only. So that way geothermal energy also can. So what I wrote, hot steams coming out of the volcano region is used to generate the power. Then biomass energy. Biomass energy also, cow dung, food waste, that all those things we can generate. We will pressurize absence of the oxygen, so that way biomass energy we can get. Alternate fuels. What is alternate fuel? Alternate fuel means seed oil. Oily seed oil will spell, that oil will come. That oil directly we cannot use. So that oil we have in biogas plant. One process is the transesterification process. In that transesterification process, in that seed oil will mix the KOH, NOH, that alcoholic fuels, and will boil it. So that way we can separate the oil and glycerol. So glycerol will be separated with the oil. That oil is known as biodiesel. That biodiesel also you can store, but 4 to 6 months we can store. But generally, renewable sources of energy we cannot store. That is the drawback here. So, but alternate fuels we can store. This also having some process to store biodiesel. So that will be biodiesel. Suppose B100. If you will see this, B100 means 100% biodiesel. That means here this property, by B10 property also we have like similar of the diesel and petrol. Suppose B20, B30. What is meaning of this? B100 means 100% what we prepare the biodiesel. B20 means you will see 80% diesel will be there and 20% biodiesel will be there. So this way we can generate also, we can run the engine. So why are studying the sustainable energy? Because all the discipline of students, all the branches of students will study. Because if you'll go there, apart from the mechanical students, CSE, IT, others, all the branches will be there. No? So they can study this. Why? Because they need the basic knowledge for the sources of the energy. So here two things you have to remember. How to remember? Conventional, non-conventional. Conventional means easily we can get. Easily we can get. What easily we can get? Like a fossil fuel. Like fossil fuels we can get easily. Non-conventional we cannot get. So non-conventional sources, what is? All the things, solar, hydropower, wind energy. This is called renewable sources of energy. Again and again we can generate. So if future of the power, if you can store, or you can survival, for the survival you can use, so you have to use this, all the renewable energy sources. Okay students, thank you.